In life, not everyone will openly express how they feel about you. Some people hide their true feelings behind polite smiles and seemingly kind words, making it difficult to uncover their real intentions. But why waste time on individuals who secretly hope for your downfall? Recognizing these subtle signs is crucial, especially as we grow older and prioritize meaningful relationships. In this video, we reveal 7 clear signs someone dislikes you but hides it, using lessons from timeless Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all emphasize the importance of self-awareness, emotional resilience, and prioritizing your inner peace. Whether it's constant backhanded compliments, exclusion from plans, or manipulative jokes about your flaws, these behaviors can quietly harm your confidence and well-being. By learning to identify these signs, you'll not only protect yourself but also create space for authentic relationships. Stoic wisdom reminds us that while we can't control others' actions, we can always control how we respond. And sometimes, the strongest response is setting boundaries and choosing to surround yourself with uplifting people. Do you think someone in your life might be hiding how they truly feel about you? Watch the video to find out, and let us know in the comments if you've ever encountered these subtle but toxic signs. How did you handle it? If this content resonates with you, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to deepen your understanding of Stoic philosophy and how it applies to modern life. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content like this. Share this video with a friend who could use some Stoic wisdom in their life. Let's build a community of resilience and self-awareness together. Number 1. Joking about your flaws. How to recognize and protect yourself through the lens of Stoicism. Have you ever been the subject of a harmless joke that didn't feel so harmless? Perhaps someone you know constantly pokes fun at your quirks, mistakes, or weaknesses under the guise of humor. They laugh it off with a casual, "I'm just joking," but the sting of their words lingers. For older adults who've spent years cultivating wisdom and self-awareness, these encounters can feel especially jarring. In Stoic philosophy, such behavior is not only unkind, it's a subtle form of manipulation designed to test your boundaries and undermine your confidence. Let's be real. Not everyone who smiles at you has your best interests at heart. Some people use humor as a weapon to assert superiority, masking their disrespect with seemingly innocent banter. If left unchecked, these jokes can chip away at your self-esteem, making you question your worth and accept behavior you'd never tolerate otherwise. As we age, maintaining emotional balance becomes essential. Stoicism teaches us the value of protecting our inner peace against external disruptions. When someone disrespects you even under the guise of humor, they're challenging the boundaries of that peace. Recognizing and addressing such subtle signs of manipulation isn't just about self-respect. It's about living a life aligned with your values. In this video, we'll explore the deeper psychology behind these so-called harmless jokes. You'll learn how to identify when humor crosses the line, why some people resort to this behavior, and most importantly, how to stand firm without losing your composure. The ancient Stoics understood the power of words. Epictetus once said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle applies perfectly here. A manipulative joke is only as powerful as the meaning you assign to it. When someone mocks your imperfections, they're not defining your value. You are. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations to focus on what is within our control. Their words, their intent, their disrespect. Those belong to them. Your reaction, your boundaries, and your self-worth belong to you. Why do people use humor to undermine others? Manipulative humor is a subtle power play. By joking about your perceived flaws, these individuals seek to 1. Assert dominance, Humor gives them a socially acceptable way to test your limits without overt confrontation. 2. Deflect responsibility. When called out, they can easily dismiss their behavior with, "I was just kidding." 3. Maintain control. By highlighting your weaknesses, they divert attention away from their own insecurities. In many cases, these behaviors stem from their own lack of confidence. They feel threatened by your strengths and use humor as a shield to mask their vulnerabilities. How to handle it with Stoic grace. Stoicism offers a framework to respond to such situations without losing your temper or dignity. Here's how. 1. Pause before reacting. As Marcus Aurelius advises, take a moment to consider whether their words truly merit your energy. Not every battle is worth fighting. 2. Set boundaries. Calmly. When a joke crosses the line, assertively state your discomfort. For example, "I know you mean to be funny, but I'd appreciate it if you avoided comments like that." This response is firm, yet composed. 3. Don't internalize their words. Remember, their jokes reveal more about their character than yours. Do not let their insecurities define how you see yourself. 4. Reevaluate the relationship. If someone consistently disrespects you, it might be time to reconsider their role in your life. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize meaningful, supportive relationships over superficial ones. There was a time when I allowed such behavior to persist in my own life. A colleague would regularly joke about my ideas, calling them cute or amateurish in front of others. At first, I laughed along, convincing myself it wasn't worth the confrontation. But over time, these comments eroded my confidence. It wasn't until I applied Stoic principles, recognizing my own power to set boundaries, that the dynamic shifted. I calmly but directly told them their words were unhelpful and unwelcome. To my surprise, they backed off. More importantly, I felt a renewed sense of self-respect for standing up for myself. Now let's turn the conversation over to you. Have you experienced a situation where someone used humor to undermine you? How did you handle it? And more importantly, how did it impact your self-esteem? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Let's build a community where we uplift each other instead of tearing one another down. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on Stoicism and practical philosophy. Together, we can navigate life's challenges with wisdom, resilience, and grace. Life is too short to spend time with people who belittle you, even in jest. True friends celebrate your strengths and help you grow through your weaknesses without making you the punchline. By embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, you can stand tall, speak up, and cultivate relationships that align with your values. So, what's stopping you from setting boundaries today? Number 2. Backhanded compliments, unmasking, hidden insults. Through the Stoic lens, life often presents itself as a series of interactions that challenge our sense of self. For those who adhere to the principles of Stoicism, every encounter is an opportunity to exercise wisdom, resilience, and self-respect. Among the most subtle and insidious challenges are backhanded compliments, remarks that masquerade as praise but carry an undercurrent of judgment, insecurity, or even malice. These seemingly kind words can leave us questioning our worth, eroding our confidence one comment at a time. For an older audience, with a wealth of experience behind them, these subtle slights can be especially grating, challenging the peace they've worked so hard to cultivate. What are backhanded compliments? A backhanded compliment is a statement that outwardly appears complimentary, but is tinged with an undercurrent of negativity or judgment. For example, "That's a great presentation for someone who's just starting out." "You look amazing for your age." "This is actually really good. I didn't expect that from you." Each of these remarks seems harmless at first glance, but the subtle dig embedded within them reveals the speaker's true intentions. These compliments are not meant to uplift. They're designed to keep you questioning your abilities, your worth, or even your place in the world. From a Stoic point of view, the key to navigating backhanded compliments lies in recognizing them for what they truly are, reflections of the giver's insecurities, rather than a statement about your value. As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When someone offers a compliment that stings, their words say far more about their internal struggles than they do about your capabilities. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. We cannot control the words or intentions of others, but we can choose how much power we give those words over our sense of self. Why do people give backhanded compliments? Often it stems from insecurity, envy, or a need to assert dominance in a social setting. When someone feels threatened by your achievements, your character, or even your resilience, they may attempt to bring you down subtly. It's their way of leveling the playing field without outright confrontation. For example, a colleague might say, "You're surprisingly tech-savvy for someone your age," not as an acknowledgement of your skill, but as a way to subtly remind you of a perceived generational gap. Recognizing this behavior is the first step to diffusing its impact. As Marcus Aurelius advised in Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Confronting backhanded compliments doesn't require aggression or hostility. A calm, measured response can be far more powerful. Here's how you can approach these situations. 1. Ask for clarity. Responding with, "What do you mean by that?" forces the giver to clarify their intent. Often, this will make them aware of the negativity embedded in their comment, leading them to reconsider their words. 2. Redirect the conversation, shift the focus back to the positive. For example, if someone says, "You're surprisingly good at this," you can reply, "Thank you. I've put a lot of effort into mastering this skill." 3. Assert your boundaries. If a pattern of backhanded compliments persists, it's okay to address it directly. "I've noticed that your compliments often have a critical tone. Is there something you'd like to discuss openly?" 4. Reflect on the relationship. Continuous exposure to such comments may signal a deeper issue in the relationship. Is this person supportive of your growth and happiness? If not, consider whether their presence aligns with the peace and purpose you seek in life. The ultimate goal is not merely to fend off negativity, but to cultivate a mindset so anchored in self-worth that such comments lose their sting. Stoicism provides the tools to achieve this. Self-reflection. Regularly examine your thoughts and reactions. Are you internalizing someone else's insecurity? Or are you staying true to your own values? Journaling can be a helpful practice here. Focus on virtue. As Stoics, we measure ourselves by our adherence to virtues like wisdom, courage, and integrity, not by the fleeting opinions of others. Practice gratitude. Shift your focus to the positive influences in your life. Celebrate those who uplift and inspire you, rather than dwelling on those who detract from your joy. Have you ever received a compliment that left you feeling unsettled rather than uplifted? How did you handle it? Reflecting on these experiences can provide clarity and empower you to navigate future interactions with grace. In the end, backhanded compliments are merely noise, static in the background of a life that is yours to define. By applying the principles of Stoicism, you can rise above these subtle slights, fortifying your sense of self and reclaiming your peace. Life is too precious to let the insecurities of others dictate your worth. Stand firm in your virtues, celebrate your strengths, and let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Number 3, subtle exclusion. Navigating the quiet disconnect. through the lens of Stoicism. In the intricate dance of relationships, some signals are loud and clear, while others whisper softly, testing your perception and resilience. One of the most challenging forms of interpersonal disconnect is subtle exclusion, the quiet, seemingly accidental omission that carries a deliberate weight. For those in their golden years, with a lifetime of connections and experiences, these moments of exclusion can sting, not because they're blatant, but because they strike at the heart of belonging and respect. Imagine this scenario. A weekend passes, and you scroll through your social media to see familiar faces enjoying a gathering you knew nothing about. You rationalize, maybe it was last minute, or surely they thought I was busy. Yet, deep down, there's a lingering question. Was this truly an oversight, or was it intentional? Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into this subtle form of exclusion. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This wisdom reminds us that clarity and honesty are the foundations of meaningful relationships. When exclusion feels deliberate, it's essential to approach the situation with both courage and composure. 1. Recognize the reality. In life, not all relationships are built to last. People change, priorities shift, and sometimes subtle exclusions are a passive-aggressive way of signaling that a connection has frayed. Rather than ignoring the signs, acknowledge them without internalizing blame. 2. Seek clarity through courage. Confronting the behavior doesn't mean demanding an explanation aggressively. A simple, sincere question like, "I noticed I wasn't included. Was there a reason?" can open the door to a clearer understanding of where you stand. While the answer might not be easy to hear, it allows you to address unspoken dynamics head-on. 3. Value your time and energy. As Seneca advised, associate with those who make you better. If someone consistently excludes you, it may be time to reassess their role in your life. Surround yourself with people who value your presence, support your growth, and cherish your company. Subtle exclusions are often less about you and more about the other person's insecurities or priorities. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our reactions and choices. You cannot control why someone excludes you, but you can choose how to respond. Will you let it fester, creating self-doubt and resentment? Or will you use the moment to strengthen your self-respect and surround yourself with those who truly see your worth? Have you ever experienced subtle exclusion? How did it make you feel? And what did you learn about the relationships in your life from that moment? At Stoic Insights, we explore how ancient wisdom can guide us through modern challenges. If this resonates with you, hit the subscribe button to join a community committed to living with purpose and clarity. Share your thoughts below. How do you handle exclusion in your relationships? Let's explore the journey together. Life is too precious to invest in relationships that leave you questioning your value. Embrace those who uplift you, and let Stoic principles guide you toward connections that enrich your life. Number 4. Always too busy for you. A Stoic perspective on prioritizing relationships. In the vast tapestry of human connections, there's a recurring pattern that many of us have experienced but few truly confront. You reach out to someone, a friend, a family member, perhaps even a colleague, with genuine intentions to connect. Yet, time after time, the response is the same. "I'm so busy these days. Maybe later." Weeks turn into months, and you notice that while they're always swamped when it comes to you, they somehow find time for others. It's a subtle yet stinging realization. You're not a priority in their life. This behavior, often cloaked in politeness, is a silent declaration of where you stand in their hierarchy of importance. As difficult as it is to face, Stoicism offers profound guidance for navigating these situations with dignity and clarity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This poignant reminder underscores the fleeting nature of our time. Why then should we waste this precious resource on relationships that leave us feeling undervalued? From a Stoic perspective, it's not about harboring resentment or demanding attention. Instead, it's about recognizing patterns and aligning your energy with people who reciprocate your efforts. Relationships are not measured by grand gestures, but by the quiet consistency of presence and care. 1. Actions speak louder than words. It's easy for someone to say they value you, but their actions, or lack thereof, often tell a different story. A person who is consistently too busy to spend time with you is sending a clear message. The key is to observe, not judge. Are they truly overwhelmed, or are they choosing to invest their time elsewhere? 2. The priorities. Principal Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, reminds us, we are always complaining that our days are few, and acting as though there would be no end of them. People make time for what matters most to them. If you find yourself consistently at the bottom of someone's priority list, it's time to reassess their role in your life. 1. Detach from the outcome. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our actions, thoughts, and emotions. While you cannot force someone to make time for you, you can control how you respond. Instead of internalizing their behavior, view it as a reflection of their priorities, not your worth. 2. Value. Reciprocity. Healthy relationships are built on mutual effort and respect. If someone repeatedly fails to show up for you, it's an opportunity to redirect your energy toward connections that are more fulfilling. Prioritize relationships where your presence is appreciated, not just tolerated. 3. Communicate with clarity. It's easy to assume someone's intentions, but a Stoic approach encourages open and honest dialogue. Address the issue with kindness. "I've noticed it's been hard to connect with you lately. Is everything okay?" This gives them a chance to explain and offers you clarity on where you stand. At its core, being too busy is rarely about time. It's about priorities. When someone repeatedly chooses other engagements over you, it's not a critique of your value, but a reflection of their choices. Accepting this truth frees you from the cycle of disappointment and opens the door to relationships that truly enrich your life. Have you ever felt like someone was always too busy for you? How did you handle it? And what did you learn about yourself and your relationships in the process? At Stoic Insights, we delve into timeless wisdom to navigate modern challenges. If you found value in this perspective, hit the subscribe button to join a community dedicated to living with clarity, purpose, and respect. What are your thoughts on navigating relationships where priorities seem misaligned? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights might just resonate with someone else on this journey. Life is fleeting, and time is precious. Invest it wisely in people who value your presence as much as you value theirs. Let Stoic principles guide you toward connections that uplift, inspire, and endure. Number 5. Avoiding physical contact. A Stoic insight on disconnection and boundaries. In the intricate dance of human relationships, physical contact is a silent yet powerful language. A warm handshake, a friendly pat on the back, or an embrace of comfort transcends words, communicating trust, empathy, and connection. However, when someone goes out of their way to avoid even the most casual touch, especially selectively, it signals an unspoken discomfort or a deeper disconnection. As we age, relationships take on new meaning. They are no longer about fleeting interactions, but about depth, authenticity, and mutual respect. The Stoic philosophy, rooted in observation and introspection, offers a valuable lens through which to examine this phenomenon. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Pay attention to what others do and say, not to judge them, but to understand." Understanding such behavior allows us to navigate relationships with clarity and wisdom. When avoidance becomes a pattern, it's not uncommon for some people to naturally shy away from physical contact. However, when avoidance is selective, when someone is tactile with others but maintains a visible distance from you, it's a cue worth noticing. Are they uncomfortable with closeness, or is there an unspoken tension in your relationship? What their actions say. Avoidance of physical contact may indicate an underlying issue they're not ready or willing to discuss. Perhaps they harbor unresolved feelings or discomfort about the relationship. Regardless of the reason, this behavior often speaks volumes about their priorities and emotions, even if they never voice them aloud. Observe without judgment. Stoicism teaches us to approach life's complexities without rash conclusions. Before assuming the worst, observe. Are there other signs of disconnection? Do their actions reflect a lack of engagement beyond physical contact? Control what you can. Epictetus reminds us. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. You can't force someone to connect physically or emotionally, but you can choose how much energy you invest in the relationship. If the avoidance feels hurtful or deliberate, it may be time to reassess its importance in your life. Communicate with courage. Avoidance often thrives in silence. Break that silence with kindness and clarity. A simple non-confrontational question like, "I've noticed you're not as comfortable with physical contact. Is everything okay?" can open the door to honest dialogue. It allows you to address the situation without assigning blame. Relationships built on trust thrive in transparency. If someone's selective avoidance makes you feel undervalued, address it. A Stoic mindset encourages both self-respect and compassion. Recognize that their behavior might reflect their own struggles rather than your worth. Have you ever noticed someone selectively avoiding physical contact with you? How did it make you feel, and how did you address it? At Stoic Pathways, we explore ancient wisdom to navigate modern challenges with grace and strength. If you find value in these insights, subscribe to our channel and join a community dedicated to living with intention and clarity. What's your experience with unspoken cues and relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might spark a transformative conversation. Remember, meaningful relationships embrace trust and mutual respect. Don't settle for ambiguity when clarity is within your reach. Choose connections that reflect the value and authenticity you bring to the table. Number 6. Disappearing during tough times. A Stoic perspective on friendship and resilience. A crisis, be it emotional, physical, or financial, acts as a mirror, reflecting the depth of the connections we've built. Some people step up, offering support and presence, while others quietly fade away, leaving behind the harsh reality of their lack of investment in the relationship. This silent withdrawal stings deeply, but Stoic philosophy offers a lens to understand and navigate these experiences with wisdom and strength. The crisis filter, unmasking the truth. In times of ease, it's easy to surround yourself with people who seem warm and friendly. However, as the Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us, a friend is someone who helps you, not just someone who shares your leisure. When challenges arise, true friends show their colors, not with grand gestures, but through their willingness to stand by you in the storm. Those who disappear reveal their priorities, and unfortunately, you're not one of them. Understanding why people disappear. 1. Fear of discomfort. Crises are messy, and not everyone is equipped to handle discomfort. Some avoid involvement not out of malice, but because they don't know how to respond. This, however, does not excuse their absence. 2. Surface-level connections. Relationships built on convenience, mutual benefits, or superficial commonalities often falter when deeper commitment is required. These individuals are present for the highs, but vanish during the lows. 3. Personal priorities. Sometimes those who disappear may have their struggles. While this doesn't absolve them, understanding their perspective can bring clarity and prevent bitterness. Acceptance over resentment. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can and cannot control. You cannot force someone to support you, but you can control your response. Resentment only drains your energy. Instead, accept their absence as a sign to redirect your focus. Quality over quantity. Marcus Aurelius advised, associate with those who improve you. Use crises as a natural filter to identify meaningful relationships. Focus on those who value and uplift you, and let go of those who do not. Strength through adversity. While the absence of support can feel isolating, it also presents an opportunity for self-reliance. Epictetus reminds us, the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow stronger and more resilient. Communicate your needs. Sometimes, people don't know how to help. Be honest and clear about what you need. Evaluate relationships. Reflect on who consistently shows up in your life. Invest in these relationships and express gratitude for their presence. Set boundaries. For those who consistently disappear, it's okay to distance yourself. Protecting your emotional well-being is a priority. Let's reflect together. Have you experienced someone disappearing during a tough time? How did it shape your understanding of friendship and connection? Share your story in the comments. Your insight might resonate with others facing similar challenges. At Stoic Pathways, we delve into ancient wisdom to navigate modern relationships with clarity and resilience. If you find value in these perspectives, subscribe to our channel and become part of a community dedicated to thoughtful, meaningful living. True relationships withstand the tests of time and trials. Let's explore these insights together and empower each other to cultivate connections that matter. What's your take on navigating friendships during crises? Join the conversation. Your voice matters. Number 7. Gossiping behind your back. A Stoic guide to protecting trust and integrity. Gossip. It's a subtle, insidious force that can erode relationships, trust, and reputations with a few whispered words. While it's often dismissed as harmless chatter, gossip is far from innocent. When someone you trust talks about you behind your back, it reveals more than just their character. It shows a profound betrayal of the connection you thought you shared. Stoicism, with its timeless emphasis on truth and virtue, offers a path to navigate these betrayals with wisdom and dignity. At its core, gossip is a betrayal of trust. It's a way for people to elevate themselves by diminishing others, all while avoiding direct confrontation. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the best revenge is to be unlike those who wrong you. This applies to gossip as well. When faced with betrayal, a Stoic does not retaliate with more gossip or hostility, but instead responds with clarity, integrity, and self-respect. Gossipers often seek an audience. They thrive on the drama they create, using it as a way to assert control or appear superior. But remember this: those who gossip to you about others are likely gossiping about you to someone else. It's a pattern, not a one-time lapse. Recognizing this can be painful, but it's also liberating. It allows you to see the truth of who deserves a place in your life. How gossip harms relationships. 1. Erodes trust. Gossip turns confidences into entertainment for others. Once trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. 2. Fuels division. It creates unnecessary tension and misunderstandings, often leaving the subject of gossip isolated or ostracized. 3. Reflects insecurity. Gossipers often act out of their own insecurities, using others' flaws or struggles to deflect attention from their shortcomings. Stoicism emphasizes control over our own thoughts and actions, not the behaviors of others. When faced with gossip about yourself, consider these approaches. 1. Stay calm. Avoid reacting emotionally. Responding with anger only gives the gossiper more fuel. 2. Confront with clarity. If appropriate, address the person directly. For instance, "I heard this was said about me, can you clarify?" This forces them to face their words and exposes the betrayal without hostility. 3. Set boundaries. Distance yourself from those who repeatedly gossip. Protecting your peace and integrity is more important than maintaining toxic relationships. A Stoic seeks relationships grounded in trust, respect, and shared values. Seneca reminds us, associate with those who make you better. By aligning yourself with people who uplift and support you, you can build a circle of friends who value honesty over sensationalism. What's your experience? Have you ever been the subject of gossip? How did it affect your relationships? And what steps did you take to protect yourself? Share your story in the comments. Your experiences might offer insight and comfort to others navigating similar challenges. At Stoic Pathways, we're dedicated to exploring ancient wisdom to face modern challenges with clarity and strength. If you value these insights, subscribe to our channel and join a community that seeks truth and growth. Let's rise above the noise together, cultivating relationships that are as steadfast as the principles we live by. What's your perspective on overcoming gossip? Join the conversation, and let's learn from each other. Outro. Closing thoughts. Prioritize meaningful connections. Life is far too short to be weighed down by relationships that erode your confidence, respect, or sense of self-worth. The true essence of Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, including the people we allow into our lives. Recognizing toxic behaviors and setting boundaries isn't just about self-protection, it's an act of self-respect. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, celebrate your victories, and stand by you in difficult times. These are the connections that truly matter, the ones that nurture your growth and bring lasting joy. Remember, your energy is finite, and spending it wisely on meaningful relationships is the key to a fulfilling life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any of the behaviors we've discussed? How did you handle it? And what did you learn? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We value your insights and experiences. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content on Stoic philosophy and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, your peace of mind is priceless. Cherish it.